I'm Danica Patrick, and I'm pretty intense.
I got picked last on a dodgeball team one time in school in 3rd grade, and I was just like, never again am I gonna get picked
How?
last.
You're like 6 foot.
Exactly.
I mean, you were probably 5'10" then.
And I was tall, yeah, I was like 6 foot then. And I was a pretty decent athlete. I was like, I remember this, I don't know if you know this story, but they took us out in recess and had the class do a dodgeball, right? And we're gonna split the class in 2. And the teacher picked like 2 guys to pick the kids, like 2 captains. And they're picking one by one the boys in the class, right? So they picked all the guys first, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna be one of the first people picked in my mind, because I was a pretty good athlete at this time. All the boys get picked, and then they start picking the girls.
Oh my God.
And I'm standing there, I'm like, what the hell's going on? Like, I'm a good athlete, right? And so they stick all the guys, and then they pick one by one all the girls. Probably like 10, 11.
Okay.
Yeah, 10, 11 maybe.
Oh my gosh.
9, 10, 11, somewhere around there.
Maybe it's because girls mature quicker. I don't know.
I don't know. I was the tallest kid in class. I was like, I thought I was a good athlete, whatever. Then they pick all the girls one by one, and then there's me, the last one. And they didn't even pick me. I was just by default on that next person's team. And for whatever reason, then something snapped inside of me. I was like, mother effers, like, first off, I just felt like taken advantage of. I felt abused. My whole life was like this feeling of abuse and being taken advantage of because I was sexually abused. That's kind of the pattern that I've found that I have to really like be mindful of. Like, okay, if I feel like someone's taking advantage of me, it's okay. Like, I don't have to react like they're sexually abusing me or something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's the same scenario.
It's okay. But that's kind of the story and the pattern that I've been in. And so something snapped, and I was just like, I'm going to destroy everyone in this dodgeball. And I was just like catching everything and throwing it in kids' faces. I was just like, whoa, you know, I was like, I'm going to dominate.
This is an SNL skit.
Exactly.
Right.
And I was just like, never again will anyone choose me last. And kind of like you, where it's like I had this goal in my mind, and I was just like, after class or whatever was done, 3 o'clock every day, I was at the gym till 10 o'clock every night, playing basketball, playing soccer, playing football, working out, whatever I could do, I was playing a sport until I had to go home. Because it was this deep, dark like desire to be something more than picked last. And I was like, I'm gonna prove every kid wrong who's ever made fun of me, who's ever bullied me, picked on me, abused me. I was like, everyone's gonna be wrong. And that was the driving force to me, you know, achieving everything I did in athletics. Until I hit 30, I realized like my whole life I've been doing things to prove everyone wrong. And I think it's the second most powerful fuel in the world. The most powerful is lifting others up and being of service and coming from a place of inspiration rather than needing to look good, be right, and be the best. It'll get you far, but it left me feeling very unfulfilled.
Right, the ego.
I needed to win, I needed to be right at all costs. And I was a horrible loser. Like no one could be around me because I was just angry and moody. And when I realized like, wow, I've been doing it all wrong. It's gotten me far, it helped me make a lot of money and achieve athletic success, but it's like, why do I still feel lonely inside and sad? Especially after I achieved my biggest goals of 10, 20-year goals, I'm the most lonely. Why? So I think these moments in my life, I really reflect and I start to ask myself, why am I this way? Why do I feel this way after a situation? After I'm succeeding, after I'm failing, after a breakup, whatever it is, why?
And that's where
my biggest lessons come because
so many people blame other people, right? They're like, oh, they this, they that.
We are responsible for everything.
100%.
The way that I've learned it. And when I take full responsibility for everything, my parents, the sexual abuse, the losses, the wins, the breakups, whatever, the good, the bad, when I take ownership for it all, even if I didn't actually do it, but if I take responsibility, I feel so much peace because I don't have anyone else to blame. I just accept it. I don't say it's okay that these things happen, but I say, okay, it's happened and I've accepted it. What can I learn from this? Where's the good in this and how can I move forward? And that's what brings me a lot of peace.
Yeah.